What year did the first Constitution get passed? How many years after its passing did Congress decide to improve the Articles of Confederation? How long was the Articles of Confederation the Constitution? The making of a republic. In May 1776, the Continental Congress asked each state to set up its own government. Each state wrote a constitution or a plan of government. Americans did not want to give too much power to one ruler or one branch of government. State constitutions solved that problem. They split the power between the governor and legislature. The governor had less power than the legislature. Most states set up two house or bicameral legislatures. This divided the power even more. Americans had to set up a national government too. Americans wanted their country to be a republic. In a republic, citizens elect people to represent them and make decisions based on what they want. People could not agree on what the powers of the national government should have. Americans felt the central government should have only the power to fight wars and to deal with other countries. In 1776, the Second Continental Congress had a group of people make a plan for a central government. This group created the Articles of Confederation. The Articles called for a weak central government. They also let states keep most of the power. Congress accepted the Articles of Confederation in November 1777. The Articles of Confederation gave Congress certain powers, but there were important powers that Congress did not have. For example, if Congress needed to raise money or an army, it had to ask the states. The states did not have to say yes. Congress did not have the power to manage foreign affairs and keep up armed forces. They could also borrow or issue money. There were some problems, though. Congress could not control trade, force citizens to join the army, or impose taxes. The central government did not have a chief executive. A chief executive is an official such as a president or a governor. A chief executive is the leader of the government and has the job of carrying out all the laws. All states had to approve the Articles of Confederation. The Articles could not be changed unless all states agreed to change it. Each state had one vote. The states also did not agree on what to do with land in the West. Some states believed land west of the Appalachian Mountains belonged to them. Maryland did not want to approve the Articles until other states gave up claims to this land. The states finally agreed and approved the Articles. On March 1, 1781, the Articles of Confederation became the government of the United States of America. The new national government was weak. This made it difficult for the government to handle the nation's problems. Congress could not pass a law until 9 states voted for it. Congress also did not have the power to change the Articles of Confederation. Any plan to change the Articles needed to be approved by all 13 states. Even so, America's government did some important things. America made a peace treaty with Britain. It expanded foreign trade. It set up plans for people to settle lands to the west. Please answer questions 1 through 11. Page 2. Which country claims the territory west of the Northwest Territory? How many states did the Northwest Territory eventually create? Which lake lies on the northwest border of Michigan? How many states have access to Lake Michigan? Which state does not border any state in the Northwest Territory? Policies for Western lands. The Articles of Confederation did not tell how to add new states. Settlers were already living west to the Appalachian Mountains. This was outside the United States. Western settlers wanted to form new states and join the Union. Congress needed to give people a way to settle the western lands and form new states. In 1785, the Confederation Congress passed an ordinance, or law, about Western lands. This law set up a way to divide and then sell the Western lands. Land was divided into townships. Land in the township was divided into smaller sections. These sections were sold to settlers. In 1787, the Northwest Ordinance created the Northwest Territory. This territory included lands north of the Ohio River and east of the Mississippi River. The lands were divided into 3 to 5 smaller territories. A territory could apply to become a state when 60,000 people lived there. New states would have the same rights as the original 13 states. Settlers had a Bill of Rights. They had freedom of religion and trial by jury. The Bill of Rights said that there could be no slavery in the Northwest Territory. The Land Act of 1800 was passed to make it easier for people to buy land in the Northwest Territory. Some settlers did not have all the money needed to buy land. This act made it possible for people to pay for the land over a period of 4 years. Please answer 1 through 6. 6 is not in the text. Problems at home and abroad. The national government had problems paying its bills. By 1781, American dollars, called continentals, had depreciated or lost value. They were worth almost nothing. The War for Independence left the Continental Congress with a large debt. Congress did not have the power to raise taxes to pay these debts. In 1781, Congress created a Department of Finance, led by Robert Morris. Morris made a plan to charge a 5% tax on goods brought in from other countries to help pay the debt. All 13 states had to approve Morris's plan for it to pass, but Rhode Island voted no. The plan did not pass. The new government faced other problems. The British did not let Americans trade in the West Indies and other British areas. British soldiers were still in several important forts in the Great Lakes region. The American government had problems with Spain too. Spain controlled Florida and lands west of the Mississippi River. Spain wanted to stop America's growth in Spanish territory. In 1784, Spain closed the lower Mississippi River to American shipping. Western settlers could no longer use the river for trade. It became clear that the Confederation was not able to deal with major problems. Americans came to agree that their new country needed a stronger government. Answer questions 1 through 6.